box. Thanks to the 2 months, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Alright. It's listen, I dropped out of school, okay? So it's hard for me to explain in terms that you guys would understand, alright? But it's basically what I'm saying is your consciousness could in theory be projected into
Can somebody tweet this at Mcconnell and
light,
make
and
sure
you
he
would
knows about
live
this?
your experience through the light. Bro, what if we had infinite zoom technology and we could zoom into the light that is 75 million light years away, and then we could see if the dinosaurs were real, Pog? Yeah, you're joking, but what if you could actually do that, though? Can you actually explain what you mean if you're being serious? Okay. Okay,
Can
are you
somebody tweet this
capable?
at
Listen,
McConnell and make sure he
fuck me,
knows about
man.
this?
Quinn donated $5. He said, "I once squinted my eyes, thinking it would zoom like Optifine in Minecraft." I don't know. I don't know what Optifine is. I'm sure that's funny. I just don't get it because I don't play Minecraft. Okay, stop talking in chat for a second. Okay, I need to explain this. All right, just give me a second. So, do you understand the concept? Okay, I'm not talking about the actual being able to do it, okay? I'm just talking about the concept of your consciousness being uploaded to the internet or whatever, like a fucking electronic system, right? Do you understand that idea? Okay, it's very easy. It's like the Matrix, right? You get that, right? Okay. What does it mean to upload a consciousness? I'm not talking about anything like that, like how you would do it or what does it mean. I'm just talking about the concept of doing it. If you could get your consciousness to be uploaded somewhere, okay? Now, you take that idea and instead of uploading it to a system of signals, electronic signals or whatever, you know, a series of tubes, you would instead upload it to waves of light, right? You would turn your consciousness into the waves of light, and your consciousness would live in those waves of light. How about that? Does that make it more can you understand that? What about dispersion? I'm not talking about Shadow Priest, dude. I'm talking about, like... How does the signal get replicated and sustained in power? Well, how are you being sustained right now? How is your consciousness being sustained? You are alive through a series of chemicals and electro, gadgets in your brain saying things to you, right? Like the magic, your brain magic is going on. I don't know how to describe it. How do those waves maintain their strength? What do you mean? How, Invel, what you're basically asking me is, how does dude, you're basically asking me, how does light exist? I don't know the answer to that. How the fuck would I know? All I'm saying is that it would be cool to be able to upload your or inject your consciousness into light and live your reality through whatever the light is projecting. So like, okay, for example, let's say there was a giant mirror in space and you had a telescope and you could inject your consciousness into the light that was reflected off the mirror, and you could be like a medieval peasant, right? Like if the telescope looked back into the past and at Earth, and like you were looking at like a medieval peasant, right? You could inject your consciousness into the light and be the medieval peasant. I'm not high. Bro, I'm not on drugs. I'm completely sober right now, dude. You know, like shooting off a super powerful laser that never loses strength at a frequency that describes your consciousness into space, and thus you live forever as a stream of photons. Uh, it's not. I'm not saying. I'm not talking about like a laser. I mean, I guess like you can imagine whatever it would be that would project your fucking consciousness into space, but I'm more about the idea of what your consciousness would do, or how it would interact, or if you could live inside the photons or waves of the light being projected back at the telescope or laser or whatever. You'd be about as alive as a photograph. The thing is, though, but the light is always going, right? Like, if you look at a mirror, your image is not a picture, it's you. You are the person in the mirror, right? And if you are constantly moving your hand, the light is constantly moving, right? So... MS Paint. How do I show you on MS Paint, dude? I don't know how to do that.
Can somebody tweet this at Mcconnell and make sure he knows about this?
Thanks for the 10, dude. Thanks, sub. Merry Christmas. From McCuck to McTwitchRich. I guess so. Okay, so how would I be able to... I don't know how to describe what my brain is thinking, dude.
I love you, McConnell.
No, I was scratching my head. I'm trying to think. Fat Cat, thank you for the Twitch Prime, dude. Consciousness is just the sum of its parts. That's not you in the mirror, it's just light. But that's my point! Dude, that's my point, okay? My point is, if you could inject the consciousness into the light and live through the light, how are you not getting that? I'm making hand motions in real life and everything, dude. What is so hard about this? I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know why you're asking me how. I'm putting the idea out there. You guys are making me feel crazy right now. Can you explain why you need the mirrors for your consciousness if the consciousness is just light? Is in the light. No, but what I'm saying is like, okay. Let's pretend that a giant mirror... Okay. Alright, let's... Celeste, thanks for the tier 1 sub.
Can somebody tweet this at McConnell and make sure he knows about this?
Okay. If you could make an algorithm of zeros and ones like an artificial intelligence and then transmit it through the light, like in fiber optics, it could be done. There you go! This guy is kind of understanding what I'm saying, dude. That's kind of what I'm saying, bro. That's it. Except what I'm talking about is if there was a giant mirror in space, okay? You are in 2021, all right, with the telescope, and you have the telescope pointed at a mirror that is reflecting light that was sent from the Earth in the fucking Middle Ages, okay? And the light projected the life of a fucking peasant or a king or whatever onto the mirror. Your telescope would then pick up that image, right? But what I'm saying is what if you injected your consciousness into the light from the mirror so you could live your life through the image? Because you can't go to the past. You cannot time travel. It's impossible. The Avengers did it. Dude, how is it not? How is this not making sense, bro? How is this not making sense, dude? I can't, dude. I don't get it. I don't understand how this is not making sense, dude. I can't make a drawing. I don't know how to make a drawing, bro. Do I even have paint? Okay, I don't know if I can do this, actually. I'd have to turn the stream off and like try to configure it only catches paint. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Okay, everybody, you know what? Everybody open up paint right now, okay? Just open up paint so you can visualize what I'm saying, all right? I'm going to go through it step by step with you and you can do it on your own, all right? Listen. Okay. On the left side, I want you to draw a circle, okay? On the upper left side, you're going to draw a circle. This is going to be the Earth in 2021. This is the Earth in 2021 right now, all right? below that circle, you're gonna draw another circle, and this is the Earth in the, I don't know, 1400s, okay? Or 1200s, whatever. It's in the Middle Ages, alright? Now, on the right side, this is going to be millions of light years into space or whatever, okay? It's going to be a huge distance away. You're going to draw another circle, but this is going to be a mirror, alright? So, you've got you should have 2 spheres on the left side and a mirror on the right side, alright? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a dotted line from the bottom sphere, the bottom Earth, okay? And this is light, alright? This is light, and it's going to go to the mirror, alright? So draw the dotted line all the way to the mirror, alright? Now, what I want you to do is go up to the top sphere, the top Earth, and draw like a satellite or whatever, okay? The James Webb's fucking big dick telescope, okay? And this is going to be pointed at the mirror, alright? Now, as I said, there's no way to time travel, right? Okay? So, you're gonna draw another dotted line from the mirror to the telescope, okay? Now, the telescope is picking up light that was reflected
tweet this at
off the
McConnell
mirror
and make sure he knows about this?
from the Middle Ages, right? So what I'm saying is, what if you could upload or inject your consciousness into the stream of light coming from the mirror, and you could live your life or experience that life through the light that's being projected off the mirror from the past. Boom. Boom. Pat, thank you for the, I don't think you meant to do this, but you donated twice. You donated $3 twice. The Church of the Holy Light spread its faith in Kultiris, thus the inhabitants of Drusvar worship the Holy Light. Thanks, dude. And, Anonymous donated $10. He said, love the RP with Penta, you're funny as fuck. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, dude. And Dirty Deeds, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, man. Merry Christmas. Okay, did Invelt say anything? Is that... Did I explain what my thought process is any better? Where did the aliens touch you, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? Too bad the mirror had to be there in the first place to work. Yeah, I know. I'm not talking about a realistic situation. I'm just throwing an idea out there, alright? So, if you record yourself, is that living forever? I mean... Well, you won't live forever, but the idea of who you were could live forever, I guess. The problem is... What is this? Let me see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That was my idea. That's exactly what I pictured in my head. Yes, dude. Somehow... Somehow put consciousness in line. Get from me. Yeah, that's it, dude. Somehow. Millions of light years, dude. Yes, that's basically my thought process, okay? Film and photographs are pieces of time. But time is you can measure time. It's somewhere out there. Time is isn't time the fourth? No, time's not the fourth dimension. Time is it's a time. You can measure time, right? It's there. It exists. So there must be a way to experience time if that's the case, right? So you could totally like just because they're pieces of time, but time is it's relative, right? So you could live forever if you record yourself and project your image onto something, because the light is going to travel, right? The light travels, and then it's going to be picked up, and like listen, I'm talking about big brain concepts here, all right? This is, you got to trust me on this, okay? I'm going crazy places, all right? I'm not on LSD.
Oh, that's some good weed. That's some good weed.
I'm
bro.
not on drugs. I
Dude,
swear to
that's some good
God,
weed.
man. I'm really not. Maybe I'm just so stupid. The ideas are insane. I don't know. Vanzogrand, thanks for the 18 months, dude. Appreciate it. Sigma. The mind is not just an image. Mind is a machine. Yeah, but that's not what I'm. That's kind of my point, though, right? Like, you after you die, you stop existing, right? Unless your consciousness lives on somehow that we don't know about. But your image keeps going. But what if your image was projected forever and ever, okay? And then somebody could live through your image. Now that would be poggers. Literally all of Peo's viewers left. It's true. They dipped, dude. So your mind would not work as a light. It's just an image. You're not living in this state. If you then put your image into something, then you live again. Okay, so here's the thing, all right? So what if your consciousness was merged with another person's consciousness? What about, I mean, would that be possible? I'm not chaining random words together, okay? I'm talking about ideas. I'm not talking about how to do the ideas or if the ideas are possible or anything like that, okay? I'm not trying to come up with a way to do this kind of shit. I'm just saying, Okay? What if? Because the whole point of life, like I said earlier, the whole point, the purpose of life, the whole point of life is to keep going, right? Because once you're gone, you're gone. You stop existing. But if you want to keep existing, you got to be alive, and that's the purpose of life. So if you want to live forever, you're going to have to find a way either to make sure your body doesn't, like, decay, or your consciousness doesn't fade away in whatever way that happens. Did I eat dinner yet? It's been 5 hours. I'm too busy right now, okay? I'm not thinking about food for once. I'm thinking about ascending. Living forever could be agony for someone else. How, dude? You actually want to die? Are you insane? People who say they don't want to live forever are out of their fucking mind, dude. You are out of your fucking gourd. You're gone. How can you not want to live forever and see what happens to the universe? How can that not be your goal? Don't you want to see how things turn out? Don't you want to see what happens to the fucking universe? Being immortal would be fucking amazing, dude. That'd be sick. Yeah, and then you spend eternity in nothingness. Sick, dude. You do that anyway if you die, dumb fuck! Don't you get that? I mean, unless you're religious, either way, you're going to be spending eternity in nothingness. It doesn't matter if you're conscious or not. Either way, you're experiencing nothingness, dude. So it's like you're dead anyway, except you're alive. If you can honestly say that you would not want to live forever and be immortal, you are fucking insane in the head. You're crazy. I don't even know how to talk to you.
No way.
Glowman, thanks to the 2 months and 8 months total. Merry Christmas. A human mind cannot bear being immortal. Yes, it can. You are wrong about that. You're wrong, dude. And how would you even know that anyway? You don't know that. The oldest person ever died at like 122. That's literally nothing in the span of billions of years. It's literally nothing. It's a no amount of time. Inconsequential. Think how bored you get after being... You get being 1 hour without doing anything, how depressed you get whenever you stay at home for 1 month without going out. Imagine that for billions, trillions of years. Dude, I don't, listen, maybe I'm just built different, but that shit does not bother me at all. Like, if I had the choice between living a fucking full life and dying at like 90 or whatever, or being immortal, I would always pick immortal every fucking time. I wouldn't even hesitate. Immortal, boom, right there. Don't, boom. Hey, McConnell, do you want to be? Do you want to die or immortal? Immortal. I don't want to die. Fuck that. If you, if you had to stream full time to be immortal, would you? Yes. I would literally do anything if it meant I would be immortal. 100%. Holy base! I don't know why this shit cracks me up every time I see it, dude. Holy. Would you rather be immortal or never having been born at all? Now that is a good question. Because if I'm never... Damn, that's good. That's good. Because if I'm never being born, then I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have any consciousness to experience what I want or what I don't know or what I know or anything, right? I don't exist. But if I'm immortal, I wouldn't know, like, if I wasn't born, then I wouldn't know how cool it would be to be immortal, right? So it wouldn't matter either way. That's a good question. I guess between the choice of never being born at all or being immortal forever, that's a lot harder. I don't know. I have to think about that. That's not something I can really just answer off the top off my dome. Merry Christmas, everybody that's coming in. Appreciate it, thanks. Aren't you already immortal if it means you haven't died? Wait, what? Well, let me read the question again. Aren't we already immortal? I mean, have you died yet? No, but everybody is going to die. That's a given. You are going to experience death at a certain point. Everybody is, okay? Everybody is going to experience dying. The problem is, if you die, you miss out on seeing what happens to everything. And I don't want that. I want to know what happens, dude. I gotta know. That's why I would choose to be immortal every single time. I gotta know, dude. It's Christmas music. What's the problem? Is death the end of our consciousness? Of course it is. If you can't remember what it was to be before you were born, that means you had no consciousness. And it's the same thing after you're dead. How do you know, though? Because I know that I didn't experience anything before I was born. So after I'm gone, it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be no signals, no chemicals going on in my brain. There's no brain activity. There's nothing left. There's no blood pumping. There's nothing going on. It's gone. You're gone. The lights are out, dude. Consciousness and physical existence start at the same time, but how do you know if they end at the same time? Well, because your consciousness is only defined by the things that are happening in your brain. Because life, you're not experiencing life as a fucking... your soul is not experiencing life. Your brain is experiencing life and sending, signals and chemicals and shit like that. It's doing brain magic to make your body experience this shit. It's neurons firing. Even if you were immortal, how would you learn what happens to the universe? Your sense apparatuses would not help you in that regard. You would see the sun get bigger and bigger and swallow Earth, and you'd be relegated to the surface of the sun as a white star forever until it goes out, but you would not know anything about the universe besides that. So if we already know this, why live forever? Well, my point being is that at least you would find out what happens to the Earth, right? I mean, that's number one. And number two, you would find out what happens to the solar system. And at least being able to experience that would be fucking cool. Plus, maybe you could get out of the sun somehow and, I don't know, like, I don't know, just like float there until something happens. Or you could see the universe, like, maybe the universe explodes, or a fucking black hole happens right where the Earth was. I don't know. Who knows what could happen? Do you have an inner monologue with visualization? What do you mean? Of course I do. I imagine being immortal and like like doing like a fucking swim out of the sun, you know what I mean? I'm immortal and I'm swimming through the sun, dude. It's Pog. It's fucking Pog, dude. So you mean you become a godlike being? Well, yeah, that's what I mean by being immortal. What'd you think? I'm not saying you're God. Like, I'm not saying you fucking, pop planets out of your fingers or something like that. I'm just saying, like, you just live forever. Nothing can kill you. You literally can't die. That's what I mean. Bacon, thanks for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate it. Can't swim in the sun? Well, however the hell you would get out, I don't know.
Can somebody tweet this at Mcconnell and make sure he knows about this?
I mean, eventually the sun has to fade away into nothingness too, right? So there's that. My theory is souls are real and we are immortal. Every so often, souls have to experience living to generate energy for the universe. We forget it when we're born, so we don't end our lives early if things go bad. So we think death is the end. Sanus Dono. Listen. Let me read this again, okay? Souls are real and we're immortal. Every so often, souls have to experience. But why would souls have to experience living? That doesn't make sense. To generate energy for the universe. Why though? I don't think so. That doesn't really make sense to me. I think it's just nothing happens, dude. I mean, if we were living in a time before scientists could examine our brains and our neurons and shit like that after we died, maybe I could have a conversation, you know, about like having a soul or whatever and things happening. But dude, it's been disproven. Your brain fucking dies after you die. It's gone. Your consciousness fades away into nothingness. There is... Why are you asking, but does the soul? What I'm telling you is if you cannot remember or have any experience of anything before you were born, doesn't that tell you that you probably don't have a soul? There was nothing there? That lines up for me.
Can somebody tweet this at McConnell and make sure he knows about this?
What the fuck, man? Donated $5. He said, generate energy for the universe? Is it retail? Wow? Looks like another boring system Blizzard ad. Yeah, bro, your soul... when you die, your soul goes to the fucking arbiter. It's going straight to the maw, dude. Yeah, that's actually a good one. That's a good one. I'm thinking, okay? Yeah, Merry Christmas, Shatner. Merry fucking Christmas, dude. Okay. Let me scroll up before the funny dono happens so I can answer some questions, alright? What if somebody says they do remember, or are they just delusional? Bro, that's on the same level as people telling you they had fucking experiences after they died, bro. It's people, yes, people are delusional, they'll make shit up. They, like, trust me, humans are extremely flawed, alright? But what we know for certain is nobody knows what it was like before they were born, because you had no consciousness, and afterwards, nobody can tell you what happens because you're fucking gone. There's no consciousness after you're dead. I'm not stoned. I'm not smoking anything. I don't do drugs.
Can somebody tweet this at McConnell and make sure he knows about this?
Think about the first moment the universe was created. What created that and that and that and that? Basically, there's no way there isn't some spiritual soul shit out there that's simply beyond our comprehension. Human brains can't handle it. I mean, look, I'm not trying to get into a fucking thing where we debate if God exists or not, okay? Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay? But what my whole point and what my argument hinges on is the simple fact that you don't know what happened before you were born. So, it must be the same thing after you die. It has to be. Gonna solve the dilemma, the existence of God. Copenhagen interpretation into account. No, I don't think I have, Tom. I don't even know what that is. What about people with dementia? They can't remember their lives however they live them, right? Yeah, they live their lives, but, I mean, people with dementia still have a consciousness, right? The problem is, I mean, if you're talking about, like, Alzheimer's, that's a disease, right? So that's, I'm not really talking about a disease, like, eating away at your memories or shit like that. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. That's different. That's a different thing altogether. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Tillor, thanks for the 500 bits, man. Happy holidays. Wait, happy holidays. No. You mean Merry Christmas, I'm sure. Appreciate you and all the laughs you brought me this year as Bench Guy and Mac Block. Well, no problem, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks, man. Do you believe the universe is artificial or natural? Obviously, it's natural, dude. What are you talking about? The brain isn't even developed before you're born. That's why you don't remember anything. Oh my god, bro. Listen. Okay, Abby, I'm gonna break it down, okay? Please listen to me, okay? You're thinking too much about the brain. The brain is... Basically, the brain is just a storage box for memories, okay? So you experience life, and you hold on to those things as memories, right? And you can recall them because of brain magic or whatever the fuck. Right? I'm not a fucking neuroscientist or whatever the fuck, alright?
Boss, get out!
Damn. Purple Monkey, thank you very fucking much, man. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and hope next year will be even better for you. Wow. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Purple Monkey. I appreciate it. That's a nostalgic sound. Yeah, I think I did a like a week ago. I'm not sure when I did it. Thank you very much, dude. Minus 100. Guys, if he wants to donate $100, let him. Okay, don't shit all over him. Okay, I'm trying to make some money here. Jesus, guys, relax. Brain equals storage box. Go on. Okay. Wait, what's the guy saying? Is he pissed off? He's bad. Whatever. Merry Christmas, dude. Mr. Blue Sky. Merry Christmas, man. Alright. What was I saying? Alright, brain equals storage box. Okay. Alright. Who's I talking? Abby. Alright, listen. So, ignore for a second your brain, alright? I'm not talking about your brain. What I want you to do is just try to imagine literally anything before you were born, alright? Go ahead. Give it a second. Think about it. When you realize you can't think of anything or remember anything or have any experiences at all, you can apply that to the same thing that happens after you die because there's nothing going on in your brain. Okay? Pretending we know everything about the brain? We do! What the hell are you talking about? At least when it comes to this kind of shit, we do, dude. No, dude, I'm not... Listen, I'm not talking about, like, brain diseases or whatever the fuck, okay? I'm purely talking about what happens after a person is dead. You cannot sit there and tell me that we don't know what happens. We do! Nothing is in the brain. There's nothing going on. Kate, thank you for the 1,000 bits, dude. Merry Christmas. Thank you, thank you. Larson, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 3 months, man. Do I do anything or just talk to Reddit? Well, I'm in the just chatting section, and I have been for about 6 hours now, so I think I'm going to keep doing this. This is fun. Another question would be whether time would exist if there were no observers whatsoever to experience it, since time is relative and you would need some sort of baseline to measure from. Without an observer, wouldn't everything just be relative motion? I guess, in a way, time is time is a man-made concept, right? Like, the idea of me talking 5 minutes ago and the me talking now, that's the idea of time, right? So,
I love you, Mcconnell.
if no one is there to observe time or experience time, then I guess time doesn't exist. It